It's the day after BC's civic election, and as campaign signs come down, we're getting a good look at where voters wanted change and where they wanted more of the same. Dean Stolz starts our election coverage on the Mid-Island, where one longtime mayor was shown the door last night.
For nearly 30 years, Ken McCrae has been on some kind of council in Port Alberni, beginning as a Labour leader in the 80s, then getting elected to City Council in 1999, then mayor in 2001. A seat he's held until Saturday night.
Well, the longer you're in office, the more difficult it is to become mayor again too. So, and I've really enjoyed what I've done. Probably one of the towns where it's the toughest place to be mayor in the last number of years. But things are improving, and you can see it improving every day.
He just won't be a part of it at City Hall, losing by 762 votes to relative newcomer John Douglas, a paramedic who was just voted to council in the last civic election.
Very, very happy, very pleasantly surprised, very relieved, and very excited about things we can work on in the future.
Port Alberni has seen good times and bad under McCrae's leadership. It's a place where a bad economy is felt by everyone. Douglas says he hopes to bring change to City Hall, even though most of McCrae's council has been re-elected.
The biggest change that I'd like to try and accomplish is to get more of a proactive council where we actually go out and apart from looking after the sort of maintenance issues around town, like streets and all those essential things, actually go out and acquire new economies into our towns.
While the vote wasn't close in Port Alberni, there were two nail-biters in the Comox Valley. 5,009 ballots were cast for incumbent Greg Phelps and challenger Larry Jangula running for Courtenay Mayor. Jangula winning by just 77 votes.
I was actually quite overwhelmed, of course. I was quite amazed and thrilled. It was pretty close. I figured it would be close. I didn't ever anticipate that it was going to be a runaway for anybody. I knew that there was a lot of division in the community and with issues and that sort of thing.
In Comox, incumbent Paul Ives was re-elected by just 54 votes.
I think it's a good result for the town. Expresses some support for the stability that we've had to this point. I think the focus really was the fiscal responsibility side, so that'll force us even more to look at the bottom line and making sure that we achieve those things we want to do, but keeping taxes low as possible.
And finally to the North Island, where longtime Mayor Jerry Fernie has been re-elected in Port McNeill. He first took the seat in 1972, and minus 2 years when he wasn't elected, he now continues to be the longest-serving mayor in Canada.